Now, passion, the word passion originally comes from the Latin word passio, meaning to suffer or endure. The modern sense of passion still carries the core idea of suffering, right? As true passion often implies a deep commitment so strong that one is willing to endure pain, sacrifice, or endure hardship for the object of that passion. So when I think about it, if you're going to, Charles Bukowski says, if you're going to go all the way, go all the way. Right? If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, and maybe even your mind. It could mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It could mean freezing on a park bench. It could mean jail. It could mean derision. It could mean mockery, isolation. Isolation is a gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds, and it will be better than anything else you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods. You'll be alone with the gods. And the night, with flame with fire. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only fight there is. It's the only good fight there is. Okay. Understand this. The level of borderline insanity that we're willing to go to attain something, honestly, is the most peaceful feeling that there is. I think that we try to run away from that level. We try to run towards comfort, towards balance. A lot of people talk about balance. This is exhausting. That sounds exhausting. I don't know. I just heard that the other day. Maybe one of my videos on TikTok. It sounds exhausting. You know what is exhausting? Is living a life you never wanted to live for 60 plus years. That is exhausting to me. To sacrifice so hard and intensely for maybe 5 years, right? That's like a stretch. Really, it's like 1 year. Truthfully, 1 year, and there's going to be great shifts in your life. But to not sacrifice it all and to try to live this life of balance in order to maybe attain or have this perception that we have all this leisure and this fun, right? And in reality, you're suffering to the core because you've never gone after what you want, not the life I want to live. I'll take a year of struggle. I'll take 2 years of struggle. I'll take 3 years of struggle, going after what I truly want and finding my purpose rather than living this double life of knowing that I can do better, but just showing out to the world that I'm on the societal norms timeline. For who? Right? For who? We're putting on the act for who? We're in the play for who? For nobody. You get to the end of the life, you realize that none of these people even cared. Nobody was even really looking. The Instagram likes, the validation from other people that we thought meant something so much was empty and was worthless. All of it. Right. So devotion, dedication, commitment, and sometimes the act of setting something apart for a specific purpose, which can include dedicating one's time and energy to a task or giving oneself complete to a deity. This is my little concept that I had about it, right? Completely and utterly committed to the process of attaining the desire. Whatever it takes. Funny, for weeks and maybe months, I would play it safe. I would play it safe. I would try to act like I'm going out and I'm having fun, but in reality, I'm in the core. I know I could be doing better. I know I could be getting better. I'm going to be here. I'm just going to be present and not think about creating. Today, I walked down the stairs to get some air and challenge the thought. I challenged the thought. I challenged the thought. I challenged the thought that what if every single action that I did was in order for me to get better? Why am I trying to play it safe and think that I'm just doing this action for this action, but I'm doing it to get something out of it? I'm not taking a walk to walk. I'm taking a walk to get clarity so I can have an idea that changes the way I think about things. It makes a video so good that I love it so much, and I give this out to the world. It's a true expression of the feelings that I'm feeling, right? This is a video, I don't have it on the Google Docs right now, but it's basically a video of Kobe talking about how when he made that decision for his life, that everything in the world became his library. Right? Everything became better. Everything was an idea, was a thought, was an action to get better at his craft, right? For me, I don't want fun. What is fun to me? Fun is achieving my goals and desires and going after what I want. There's nothing like scoring a touchdown. It's not the action of scoring a touchdown. It's the sacrifice, the hard work, the sleepless nights that lead to the desired outcome that you want. There's nothing like that. What I learned is that going out and having a drink, I can do that any day. I didn't earn that. That is just given. You can go out and you can do that anytime that you want to. But there's certain things that you can't get in life that you only earn through hard work, through sacrifice. And I love that. That's my fun, right? Society has to try to shift to not working hard and having balance. If that is a life that suits you, it's all good. Maybe that's for you. Maybe this is too exhausting. Maybe it just sounds like it's too much. I'll get up at 5. I'll go to sleep at 12 every single day. That's my idea of fun. My idea of fun is putting in action towards my goal. You're going to do whatever it takes and then finding out what works and what doesn't work, right? But the greats I have studied have no balance. Balance of mediocre conversations with no intention to delay the goal that I try to attain. I'm not some maniac, but maybe I am. Everything I do is to get great, is to get better, to learn more. I had to challenge that thought because I wanted to let go and trick myself. I'm just taking a walk to walk. I am not. I'm walking to gather creative insight. I'm walking to see new things light up a fire within me. I'm talking to friends to gain information and new perspectives and ideology. That is okay. It's okay to have passion. My intention every day is to get better, get after it. So be it, and call me what you want. But I will continue to do so. I'm not playing it safe. I have no desire to. To want to fit in for what? There's literally no need to. Maybe I am on the edge of losing it. No one would notice, as we are all so consumed in our own day-to-day lives. Might as well lose it going after what you want. I love that. Good job. This is me writing that. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love it so much. I can't relate to lazy people. We don't speak the same language. I don't understand you. I don't want to understand you. I don't want to understand you. That comment saying that this sounds so exhausting has been on my mind for the past maybe month now. Oh my gosh, that sounds so exhausting. Going after what you want. It sounds so exhausting getting after each and every single day. Well, you just wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. When I got to the NFL, none of that was exhausting. That was the best feeling I ever felt. I would do it 2 times, 10 times over again. I would do every single sleepless night, every single drop ball, every single fumble. I would do it all over again to feel that feeling, even if it was for 1 second. That was the best feeling I've ever felt my whole entire life. Ever. Ever. I don't want to relate to lazy. I don't want to relate to mediocre. I don't want to relate to balance. I don't want to have balance. Maybe I'll be on the edge. And on being the edge, I'll have some kind of craft that is given out to the world and it's forever timeless. And that's not the goal for some like selfish, egotistical way, but it's just that is my fire. That is my passion to go after things that I truly want. This balance, this leisure, just doing things just to do it. I don't see it as so for myself. No, I don't ever give up. I have to be dead or completely incapacitated. Sorry. Not the best reader. Sorry. I love this song. By the Myriads. I'm always listening to this. Lost my mind, no one noticed. Right? Living my day-to-day world. Think about Christian Bale, Psycho. American Psycho. Right? He's living this like double life. On the outside, we look all this normal, right? On the inside, we're just crawling out like our desires. Hopefully you're not living a double life that's murderous, right? I'm not suggesting that. I'm not, putting that out there, but we have this kind of obsession with things. I have an obsession with creating. I have an obsession with going after the things I want. That is okay, right? Fire and desire, the level of fire, passion, determination, and grit that has to be gone through in order to achieve what is necessary, right? Many rebirths. That is okay. Accept that. The willingness to walk through fire with God to become who you know you are meant to become. You are okay with that. Are you okay with that? Anything easily gained can be easily lost. Understand this. Understand that. $1, you can spend that tomorrow. 2,000, maybe a little bit more of intention, right, and thought behind it. As your self-concept continues to grow, the value of things lost as well will hold less meaning to yourself. Powerful. The weight of things is only determined by the perception of how we perceive it. What are you willing to lose in order to gain what is meant for us? The law of alchemy. Anything that we can, anything that we need to gain, that has to be of equal or greater value. Loss that has to occur, right? Is it your mind? Your friends, bad habits, only you decide the cost of what needs to be lost, right? And then the idea of our self-concept continues to grow as the value of things are lost as well, will hold meaning to us, right? So what it means is basically that $2,000 won't be $2,000 as we continue to grow with our own self-concept, right? The actual $2,000 has no weight to it, but we've put a perception behind it that it has some kind of weight, right? For some of us, that's rent. For some of us, that's a Louis bag. For some of us, that's literally just nothing. So what's our self-concept of it? What's our self-concept of the things that we hold onto in our life so dearly? Maybe it's a girlfriend. Maybe we realize that all the things that we attract into our life are because of the things that we do, so it doesn't really matter what is lost, right? At the end of the day, we have our faith, we have the most important thing, so these things that we hold on to, we don't really even need at the end of the day. True. This is a truth video. Sorry, I'm sorry. The rebirth. The endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Okay? The new self-concept, identity for yourself. The thought of attaining your desires outweighs small factors that used to consume us. We are the observer, not the action, emotions, thoughts that may flood and consume us. Every choice becomes more powerful with intention and clarity of our life. Every second holds value over our life. The leisure and play is earned rather than forced. Isolation is a period while elevating your self-concept towards greatness. The pain of the loss is turned into gold. Powerful. There's a transition that occurs that only you can walk through. During the journey, there are many rebirths, lessons learned, friends lost, backstabs, but this is all a part of the journey. A part of the journey. Some try to run from it, but you're running from your own intentions. Think about that. You're running from your own intentions to become who you need to become. Maybe you have to shed all this weight. Maybe you have to lose this weight in order to become who you need to become. If you say you want to be fit and healthy and be able to run lots of marathons, you probably can't hold on to extra weight. Well, that's what we're doing. We're running a marathon here. We're getting towards our destination. Maybe you can't carry all the friends and dead weight and the negativity that they hold onto your life. Maybe they can't come along with you. That is okay, right? To become clear means to lose. Wow. Right? There's sometimes when you're writing and you're doing things, you feel like there's no way that you have a good video today. There's no way that you have a good, and then you start just writing and you look at it, you're like, and I get to, I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. I'm not gassing myself up, but I'm even getting goosebumps just thinking about it. We learned the external validation affirmations we craved from others were only thoughts, feelings, emotions, understanding that we didn't see within ourselves. The internal directly reflects the external. So ask yourself, what am I needing so bad from others I don't have within myself? Pause the video, get your notes out, and write down maybe what you think that is. I don't know. In conclusion, right? Maybe I'm losing my mind. Right? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe nobody understands me. Maybe nobody will understand me. Maybe every single day I get up and I think about, okay, what am I going to post today? Not the intention of needing to go viral and needing to garner some kind of community, but the intention of helping others and helping my own self understand the world and our thoughts and our minds. And that is okay, right? Maybe I don't have a dinner just to have a dinner. I'm having a dinner to be able to gain insight and to understand clarity within my own self. Maybe that's okay. Maybe every action I do is in order to get better at my craft and to completely allow it to consume me until the day I pass away, that this is what I am. I'm going to inject a piece of myself into my craft, into my art. That's all right as well. Okay? I'm not playing to anybody's game anymore, and you don't have to, right? The greats don't do that. The greats go after what they want. The greats understand that there's going to be sacrifice, there's going to be unbalance. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? That's for you to decide.